Hello? Can you hear me? I can't hear. I can't. Come to think of it, I'm not sure why I thought that would work. Weird noise. All right. Hello, everybody. I am bored, stuck at home, and it's election day. So to remind everybody everything's going to be just fine, I am going to go fight the depths of Subnautica in hardcore mode. Why did I decide to do this? You wouldn't ask, because you're not here, and you don't care. It's because I hate myself. The one thing I've learned about me is I have a strange, looming fear of depths. Deep, dark oceans. And I don't know. I've always loved Subnautica for that reason. I'm a thrill seeker. And now we're going to watch as I absolutely stack it as many times as I feel like for this stream a certain amount of time. I'm kind of all alone, so don't really have a monitor of the chat. Do my best. I'm gonna get stream pulled up. Volume shut off. Because in case nobody comes to watch me absolutely miff this, I'm gonna be watching a podcast and just kind of commenting on whatever I'm doing. But happy to have any one of you who wants to come watch. Can't promise it'll be interesting, but let's face it. Hello to the chat. This is my rules. We're here. Say hello. Otherwise, doing something unrelated. But if you're here, go ahead and drop a hello. Let's get started. Alright. Now, here's a pro tip for you. Skip the opening sequence, and your extinguisher stays full. That's it for my pro tips. I don't really have any more. Grab a calorie mate, one of these flares, one of these filtered waters. I did kind of goof around with it last night, just sort of to reacquaint myself with the game of sorts. Because I just wanted to make sure I had the controls down. Because if I was going to play a hardcore, totally I don't remember how the map even looks playthrough. God, this still looks better than a lot of games that have come out recently.
Cause unknown. Zero human life signs detected.
Aww. I'm all alone here too. I'm all alone in my stream. I'm all alone in this, well, on this planet, but also in this ocean. Let's dive in and make friends. Or don't. It's kind of belly flopped. First things first. Gonna want some titanium. Ooh, titanium. I remember the metal salvage. You can break it down into little titanium bits. catch any fish to eat so that you do not die. And, avoid anything like them that make funny, weird noises because they're just out to murder you. Mostly for existing in their neighborhood. Alright, so I got titanium. I think I need, like, the glow bulbs. Oh, I am going to that. No, don't. Oh, boy. God, right off the bat. I just want to make sure I remember how to do this so I can absolutely not do this. I literally almost drowned in the first fucking minute of the stream. That's just dumb, and I should be ashamed. You become water. Come here. Gonna need all these bits and pieces, peepers.
Is a proven survival strategy. New creature discovered.
Got my character's name, but do you think he got to name all these creatures? Do you think the scientific community appreciates the names he gave creatures?
Your probability of survival has just increased to unlikely, but plausible.
Oh, well, isn't that sweet? Only unlikely I'll survive. Trust me, it's a lot more than unlikely. I'm not like a hardcore crowd kind of gamer. I like my Dark Souls, I like my Bloodborne, and you know, difficult games. I'm gonna be picking up Sekiro at some point here, and that's gonna be a blind stream for me, because that's kind of what this channel is all about, is streaming things we've never really done before. I just sort of decided for lonely streams, I'm gonna stream whatever the hell I want, because I'm all by myself. You're gonna tell me no? I mean, somebody can tell me no, but I'm not going to listen. Because I don't have anyone here to monitor chat for me. In danger of drowning again. In danger of... Oh god, I'm under a rock! Ah, no! No! Whew. Hopefully, nothing will be as close as the first time. Alright, so for those of you who've never played, basically you get the Star Trek replicator right out of the gate. And as long as you have the right materials, you can just... You can just kind of make whatever you want. So you got a fish, guess what? Bam! Debones and cooks the fish.
The fabricator cooks small organisms while disposing of the skeletal structure, bodily fluids, and internal organs, thus rendering them safe for human consumption.
What she said. Bladderfish can turn into a cold drink of water. And last but not least, we have our bits of titanium we picked up, which we use to expand our oxygen. Not by a lot, certainly not by what I'm comfortable with. I'm definitely figuring out that I remember being able to breathe a lot more. Go. A decent little titanium reserve going. I get to watch the animation for going out the bottom of the ship. Life pod, whatever. Bam, here we are. The Expanse. There are several biomes, Minecraft style, where you just kind of swim far enough and suddenly the water and everything is frickin' different. Realism. Using the flare breaks these little rocks open real easy, but what we're here for now, on my second venture out of the life pod, not get eaten by those terrifying things, but to grab these glowy, gooey, whatever these are. I don't know, they're like oil sacks, really sure.
Acquired. Life on this planet grows in unusually distinct and diverse ecological biomes.
Hate coming back for these.
Recommended.
The most lagged part of the game still is trying to collect certain items. That guy will totally have something to say. Here he does. Oh good, he found it. Good, we can walk back off to our life pod and build a knife. Knife? Yeah, I'm pretty sure the glowy stuff's how you get rubber. That's how you get lubricant. No, I'd need the knife to get the fiber. That's right, it creates fiber. So, beep boop. It's gonna be a lot of me rambling, going, "Wait, is that how that goes? Do I remember that correctly? I don't think I remember that correctly." That's gonna be me. I hope you enjoy rambly weirdo pagans from Ohio. That's what you're getting. Gonna make a handful of silicone rubber. Drop me some lubricants. Can't really remember needing more than like 4 in the entire game, but I could be wrong. I did beat this at one. This is a revisit. Flippers. Increase my swim speed. Not using that floaty air pump thing, it just gets me killed when I can't find it again. Need to figure out the sea glide. That's going to be my next mission.
Survival blueprints following the massacre on Abraxas Prime. The knife remains the only exception.
Ooh, a little flourish animation. Don't remember that my first game through. We need these. This I got far enough yesterday when I was goofing around. These help me make batteries. Help me make better tools. After that, the only thing I truly remember is the horrifying monsters that lurk below. And not so below, because I'm pretty sure the rudest of these bastards is just out and about here. Pretty sure if I just swim too close to the big ship that crashed, he'll eat. I go like that way, head behind the. I remember that because I'm pretty sure it's haunted a handful of my dreams. Cannon beep booper. And a beep boop. Doesn't really unveil much unless you're scanning like items you don't have the schematics for. Which is fine. I think the next thing I actually needed, cave sulfur. The boomy floaty fish. Fire extinguisher. Would not do a whole lot if I... Everyone coming after me. Or was it just getting grumpy? Yeah, that thing. See that? Weird, like, puffer. Being in there. Die. Ow! Crap. Well, that didn't work. Try this thing. It just gains me a little more speed. Okay, nothing worked. I didn't die. So... Sulfur's up under their butts. So when you get to play this game for the first time, just remember, don't just swim straight in the cave. There's probably like 10 more of those. And getting blown up by like 3 at once is like instant death. And if you're gonna get all hardcore on it like I am, because I'm a big, tough, hardcore... Oh god, it got dark. I get that that doesn't mean much to you guys, because I have a couple of visual filter things so that you guys can see all the action. It's not as bright on my screen. And it isn't that bright on your screen either. Well, shouldn't. I might have that right. Cave sulfur lets me build. Oh, the repair. Ah, okay, gotcha. Now I can have lights in my floating coffin in the sea.
Lifepod secondary systems online, running full environment diagnostic and outputting results to databank.
So now I can, like, repair things. Interestingly enough, if you don't want to spend the copper for a battery, you can use cave sulfur to build a repair tool and just rip the battery out of it. Because repair tool is made of much more bits. You just don't want to burn the copper. That's a cheap way to save some copper.
Detecting sulfur deposits in the local cave systems. Sulfur is an essential component of the repair tool.
I already had them blasting off in my face. A little late on that. It would help with the Caruso style loan. Ooh, ship bits, ship bits. Ship bits where all the things you don't have are already laying there broken. Can't quite collect those things. Scan them, potentially build them later. They're even here. They're new. Okay. Can't drown on stream. That would be embarrassing. I keep wanting to call this guy Morgan Yu, but I'm pretty sure that's the guy from the new Prey game. Latest Prey game. Not new. You're old. Fuck off. Pretty sure it gave me the high capacity. Oh, I didn't. Okay, good.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Not like rotting. That was one thing I had to learn the hard way. If you are holding old food, you attract predators faster. So, don't do what I just did, and remember to cook the frickin' food, and just eat it then. Don't hold on to it. Need another standard tank, because you can't take the one you got off. Bit weird. Extra one of these. Then I need glass and silver. One more glass. Finding silver's sort of a... It's just deeper. Everything you're missing that you might need is just a little bit deeper, a little bit deeper, a little bit deeper. And that cycle of it being a little bit never ends. I'm going to do the cheap light source option and just use mirrors. Very cheap. Rather than making a flashlight, which I personally... Flares may run at a time, but you get more cave sulfur than you stick at. Also because... air bubble rain thing. This is what... This kind of outcrop, the sandstone blocks, where we'll find gold, silver, and lead. You know, you'll mostly find gold and silver, unless you're looking for gold and silver. Then you'll get all those. Then you'll get all those. I'm sorry, you'll mostly get gold and lead, unless you're looking for gold and lead, and then you'll finally get silver. I don't know if these are... Like, I get that the map is pre-made up. I'll start to die, but then... Oh. Gonna hang out here till we have full air. Oh, boy. Fine. I mean, try to collect everything you can. Just remember that you're... Oh boy.
Is consistent with damage to the Aurora's drive core.
Alright. Eventually we gotta go back in the ship. Ah, I love the storytelling in this game too. A lot of games are like, go here, do this, as like a little arrow marker. Oh boy, wait. We go into the great beyond of beyond the walls. Not that I'm not willing to start over on a lonely stream, it's just me kicking around on the internet while I'm bored and Lily's off at work. I'm at home for election day. If I have any viewers, get the hell out of here. Go vote. You've already voted. Welcome to the chat, say. Drop a hello. Whoop. Can't drown. Can't drown. Can't drown. Gotta have air. Gotta have air. Gotta have air. You can make it! I don't know why I'm panicking. Just gonna get a little dim. Okay. Back down. Oh, come on. That plane. I don't know if you guys can hear my podcast, but they're arguing about GIF and GIF. GIF, but no offense to the guy who invented the frickin' thing. I'm not a James streamer. Game streamer. We can't swim down too deep until we get the better upgrade from, you know, breathe tubes. I'm gonna try that hole next. I don't remember where most of the threats are. I'm sure some key moments in like the computer talking and the game, like there'll be things that make me go, oh yeah, but for the most part it's gonna be me going, oh, I guess this way. Forward ho. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Those are what we need.
Silver-based wiring
Silver.
are an essential component of many habitat modules.
Oh, that's enough. Awesome. So, oh yeah, eat. That's a thing to concern yourself with in this. Ugh. Sound design in this game is literally poop your pants terrifying. 18 seconds left to get to the surface. Go for it. Yeah, we're This is where that breathing module thing would come in handy, but to be honest with you, I never find it again. I always just end up drowning looking for the tube rather than just shooting for the surface. Which, you know, if you have the right equipment, you just should make it. There's just no reason you can't. You'll be fine. Swim down too far, I have a feeling I will cook in this place. I'm gonna try to go down to the next level. Hell, I think if I swim out into that poof there of smoke, I'll cook. Oh, my inventory's. Titanium's cheap. That's it. Probably fun. Especially after I have the heat suit. Yep, getting too close to that. Ow. I don't think it just burns you just because you're in. Yeah, okay. You actually have to be in the, like, damage. Oh, that's... inventory's full. Let's go back to the surface. Let's go back to the life pod. I get that this game has a lot of grinding to it, that making a hardcore mode playthrough is a little obnoxious, because this is going to be a long stream through if I actually intend to finish. Which I don't. I'm pretty sure I will die enough times that I will give up and stream something else for... maybe not... maybe not the next lonely stream. But I can't imagine I'll be able to beat this game. Go hardcore like this. Especially since I'm pretty sure if I shut down the game incorrectly or have a power failure, I will just lose all of my progress so far. And I can't say that I'm going to take the time to save back out. The battery. That right there is why it's not worth building the flashlight. Not worth giving up your battery. Flares, you get 5 for one measly thing of cave sulfur you don't use, and you can even deploy them to use them more advantageously. I'll show you in a bit when I find my way. I finally found silver. I built a wiring diagram or wiring kit. That helps out. Ooh. Oh no, I needed more glass. Forgot what I was doing. I distracted myself. Alright, so got my glass. High capacity O2 tank. This is better to what I'm used to. This is me not going, oh shit, I ran out of air. Pop in the O2 tank. There we go. That gives me an actual, like, minute. Oh, it gives me a little over 2. Usually just toss the other one. Eventually there's other air tank upgrades that I'll need that for. But I'll be able to find it on the ocean floor. This game's pretty good about your stuff, your abandoned things, not just clipping into nothing. Okay, you know what? Let's put it up on the ship. Be responsible with our toys.
Calorie intake
I'd complain about how I'm littering the environment, and you could too, but let's face it, we crashed an entire starship here. Hello, food. Don't swim away. No, 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 no. Don't swim away. Don't. You're good food. That's good food. Ooh, you come with me. You be good food. Ugh. Grab a little more titanium while we're out, because I dropped some hole. Wait over the brain fungus and see a lot more food. Yeah, hoverfish. You guys aren't fast. I don't think. And I'm gonna need water, so I need to either find the pink fish or make chlorine? No, bleach. I gotta make bleach. Fuck, it's been over a year since I played this at all, and now I'm gonna play it till I die. In-game, no. I'll probably be playing Below Zero and whatever sequel comes after that till I die. I haven't tried Below Zero yet. Anybody out there want to tell me how good it is? Anyone in my chat at all? Sorry about that. I just lost my own attention span, and I don't know. I just wasn't paying attention to me, myself, or anything else. Was I starving or yeah, both? I was gonna say, was I starving or dehydrated? Only it was just one. Grab some copper wire. I don't want to accidentally make all my copper. . Frickin' floaty air pump. Whoops. You here? Eat me some cooked fish, filtered water, bleach. Googling it. Right. Did drop a message in the tweeter. I gotta make bleach. How? Oh, there's bleach. Alright, so salt and coral too. Handy reference guide that I actually forgot about until I was just kind of goofing around, paused. Look at what ingredients I need for everything. Always take a bottled water with you. If you have these nutrient blocks left, like if you don't end up eating them in an emergency, I always recommend carrying one of those too, just because it 100%'s your food. I guess I'd find salt out here, wouldn't I? I'd find salt just anywhere. Basically looking for what looks like rock candy. The color of Coke candy. Not getting eaten by that guy. Fuck off. Not know why you have such a freaky yell for such a weak sauce frickin' enemy. Ooh, Silver! I love you, Silver. Don't ever leave me. Now we just watch our air tank for like 30 seconds or so. Work our way to the surface. Man, I am making all the stalkers mad. Don't just jelly. I think you can also equip fish and throw them at predators, and I don't know. I heard a rumor that you could feed them, appease the beast, and they'll go away. I don't know if that works on... definitely can't work on the bigger predators. I can't picture that happening. Maybe, I don't know. I'm certainly not testing it during my first and only hardcore playthrough. Now, it may not be my own forever. No, stop some noise. What, do you both just freaking want a piece? I'll tell you what. Come here. Huh? Huh? How about that? I wish that did something. There you go. Go eat other fish. Oh, did flares scare them off? If they do, all the more reason you should not use flashlights. Ever. Or build flashlights, even. Just use flares forever. Oop. Didn't actually go to the surface like I was trying to. We didn't find... Hold this flare and... hotbox my life pod. Filtered water fish. Cooked hoverfish. That's gotta be tasty. The computer's done making it. Maybe just open your hatch here, dip it in the salt water, give it a crunch. I feel like with this setup, I, in the very real world, might be able to survive something like that. I would not be able to do all of what he does throughout the game. Like, I don't think I would survive all the big creatures to go into the darkest depths to stop a, you know, to stop some weird plague thing from wrecking everything. I don't think I'd be able to do that. But I think I'd be able to actually live until rescue. I'm kind of a chubby guy, but as long as I had, like, the replicator module thing, I just think I'd be fine. I wouldn't do great. I'd probably need a lot of recovery when I got home. But I'd be alive. Can't say a lot of people can, but a lot of people can't quite say the same. Although in confidence, I actually think more people have more power than they. A lot of people undersell themselves, you know? Boomy guy, boomy guy, boomy guy, where'd he go, where'd he go, where'd he go, where'd he go? Oh, where he is. He must not have popped. Oh, I have a Healy thing. First aid kit. Healy thing. Official. Nope, that's not gonna help. Oh god. Oh, must have at least avoided one of those, because that would have done an ass ton. If I'd have eaten 2 of them directly. Oh, more cave sulfur. Know what that means? More cheap and effective flares. There we go. I actually got to do my strategy thing. And didn't notice there was a second one. Thanks. Good. I know you love me. The same way, you know, Mike Tyson. That wasn't Mike. I was going to say loved that kangaroo, that one. Tyson didn't. Getting old. Not that old. But yeah, flares, which I believe I didn't make any. Said I would. Flares can be used in a much more direct fashion than others. There's a lot of need for tools throughout the game, so you can only hold one thing at a time despite having 2 hands. You can just whip the flare out there, whip out your tool. Ow, and get bit by a stalker who is waiting for you to throw the flare away. Get back here, you fishy asshole! I know if you can wound them, they, like, run for it. They don't like to stick around and fight you.
New blueprint acquired.
Creep time. He might try something. That's because he can't handle being a loser. Oh, do flares really do that? Like, he'll bite me, I think, if I, like, charge him, but... Wait, did he drop a tooth? Oh, you can get their teeth. That's for a thing later, though. I don't think I need it, but I'm not gonna leave it behind. Yeah, flares seem to scare away stalkers, and now I gotta make that surface. Oh, I shouldn't have stuck around for that. Flare out. But see, you get plenty of time to get to the surface as long as you're within 100 meters. You just gotta pay attention. You just gotta have the good spongy brain with all the wrinkles. That can't be one of them hard-brained Neanderthals. Have any Neanderthal viewers? Who am I kidding? I don't have viewers. Do 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 do. Got a stalker tooth. Special glass. All right. Okay, so I gotta stop not paying attention here. I'm gonna take this extra flare with me, or not. I'm gonna drop all of these built pieces, the lubricants, the extra. Because I need to be able to actually carry stuff when I guess the gold isn't very useful here. Drop this silver ore for my own personal whatever reading. There's a word there, so you might know it. Because I did not have enough space to collect enough of this creep stuff. Get more of this creepy stuff. Give it a good whacking. Gets you fiber. Fiber gets you med kits. Fiber's used in like your suit upgrades. To actually make your suit like heat resistant or radiation resistant. Pretty sure that's the only use for creepvine samples other than growing more creepvine. Yep, I can make a first aid kit. And yeah, the rebreather. Okay, so now I'll be able to search things at a depth I can't get to. So I'm gonna hold off on it. I need the sea glide first. Not just the sea glide. I need to build the Behemoth. Came up with a clever name for my submarine when I build it. But I'm gonna keep it to myself. Okay, so that's a blood kelp zone. That's not a bad place to go. There's no more air plants, though. The big drawback there. Can't keep taking all the bladderfish. They'll all be dead. These, yeah. The brain coral. There isn't any brain coral out in certain other zones. Only brain coral really in the shallows. They, I believe, a lot. Spoken like a man who knows when not to say he knows. Because as I speak, I am swimming up on brain coral, I just said.
Self-scan complete. Vital signs normal. Continuing to monitor.
Ow! I was fucking parasitic. Well, I don't like lampreys. That's not a lamprey, but they're like that. They have that same attitude. Very rude. They're like, oh, the place.
Caution. Continued degradation of the Aurora's drive core may result in a
yeah, ship's gonna keep exploding.
Continuing to monitor.
I don't remember. Am I supposed to be one of the ship's engineers or something? Like, why is that my business?
Short-range scans suggest this biome supports extensive biodiversity and connects to a number of small cave networks.
Neat. See, that didn't even take me 15 seconds to swim that entire depth. Mind you, if I swim down to the 100-meter depth, oxygen's just gonna deplete faster until I get that rebreather tool. But I don't really like need that. I'm not going below 100 meters. I was going to say anytime soon, and yet here I am, kind of. Come here, you're gonna be food. Pretty sure I haven't eaten one yet. Metal salvage. Gotta be bits to it. Oh, the sea moth. So if I find enough fragments of things, give them a scan, I'll be able to build them. Ow. Frickin'. Fucking micro chompy boy. Being able to make a bioreactor is pretty handy. Salt! Salt of the earth. Literally. Nuclear waste disposal. Very unuseful thing.
New blueprint acquired.
Pretty sure I could just throw everything in the ocean. I already crashed a whole ship here. I mean, somebody crashed a whole ship here. I didn't do it. I wasn't the pilot. No, it isn't suspicious how fast I was able to make it to an escape pod. Don't ask. Swimming up, 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 up. Ooh, give me that good stuff. Back down. Okay, so you can find chunks of the wreck of your ship. You can find bits in those chunks that allow you to build better stuff. You gotta have the better stuff, man. That's just survival. How we avoid dying. Another way we avoid dying. See how there's, like, nothing up on that ridge except for maybe a couple of fish? The less life you see ahead of you, less life exists there for a reason. The ocean isn't a place where life just kind of shrugs and goes, yeah, I'll be everywhere. There's usually something big and likes to chomp on the faces of everything smaller than it over there. And I could be wrong. Could be plenty biodiverse up there, but guess where I'm not going till I have at least the Scooty Puff Jr. machine that you by finding people. I think that'll just give me titanium. Yep, okay. It's fine. It likes me my titanium. Lets me build things. But I think we're done in this red kelp zones. Head back home. There's a big cave. Alright, I can't go. I can go in that big cave, though. Might link down to that big cave. But that big cave is like calling my name. So it's just leading into the crevice in case I'm looking at it. Crevice. There are big, angry sea demons in this bitch, and they will just gobble you whole. Terrifying screams and shrieks and appearances. Mutilating death teeth. They're like regular teeth, but they're exclusively designed for death. You gotta ask, you can't afford it. In this hole. Hey, score. Thank you, air bubble thing. You're like a dad to me. You're like the mom I never knew I needed. Real mom was all like, here's some lungs, go get your own air. Okay, still moving along. Grabbing me some quartz. Quartz. Ow. Why is Alright, we're back in the open ocean. It did lead to the crevice. I'm narrating this stuff so boringly. Yes! Okay, so now I'll have the Sea Glide, or as I call it, the Scooty Puff Jr. Thank you, Futurama. For embedding yourself into every facet of everything I do now. Menagerie of pop culture references I've turned into thanks to Matt Groening. And now I will build me a Seagloid. At what point when you're stranded at sea do you start talking like... isn't that like a side effect of scurvy? You just start talking like this? I don't remember. I just know it's a gag voice I'm pretty good at. Alright. We make the titanium. We don't need components. I just need that battery, that copper, and the lubricant I already built. That I prepared earlier before this stream. I didn't. It was on the stream. I did everything on the stream. No one lets me have my Martha Stewart moment, especially me.
Exercise quotient by 500%. Data indicates that swimming was your favorite activity. Be sure to vary your routine for uniform muscle development.
Yeah, getting chastised for not doing push-ups on the deck. I don't know what to say. Let's drop some of this quartz. Pick up the Seagloid.
Will increase your effective exploration range. For your safety, please pack supplies for long journeys and stay within 5 kilometers of the nearest life pod or habitat.
I'm just gonna make sure my Seagloid's at the front, my knife's number 2, and I don't care what's after that. I want to be able to see me Seagloid. Med kit, so I've got a med kit, a calorie mate, eat me a cooked fish. I have salt. Need to go get table coral? Coral tube, coral tube, coral tube, coral tube, coral tube. Everywhere. That. There we go. That's some coral tube. We got the 2, so do 2. Don't overdo things. Take what you need, not what you want. Should be able to make bleach. And with that bleach, I can make disinfectant.
Bleach is an essential chemical used for cleaning wounds and purifying water.
Bam. Just like that, we're going to be hydrated for it.
Will help ensure against dehydration
So I'm going to
and eventual death.
double up on those. Leave one here. Just so that it's not in my inventory. Copper. I'm going to need that for a while. For this lead. Copper line. Now that I have the Sea Glide, I think the next thing on my to-do list would be habitat builder / sea moth. I don't even have the print for that. Great. Great. Good. Awesome. Grand. I guess I need figuring out how great flares are. Personal equipment. Oh. Build me a 5 stack of flares. That should be more than enough. You can also just kind of throw them if you're running out of inventory space, just to get the inventory space back. It's not like you won't find the flare. I don't know if they're infinite or not. I can't remember, to be honest. That yawn is for you, listener. I have a viewer. And it's not myself. Happy you're here. Pop out that flare I've already lit. Cheap light, scaring enemies away. Crap. Swim past him. Swim past him. Swim past him. Don't stop. Ah, he got me. Crap. I'm inviting all the doom. Oh, God. Okay. Hidden back here. I brought the first aid kit with me. I will survive. As long as I know how to love. Stay alive. Yeah, alright. We got enough for another wiring kit. Silver all day. There's more than buggers, because always more of them buggers. It's already seen me. Into the tube, into the tube, into the tube. Shouldn't have come out of the tube. That's just dumb of me. Oh, okay. I guess my flare is there. For a second I thought it sank below. Okay, ring around the rosy, ring around the rosy. What am I doing? I built the Sea Glide. I can just outrun these things now. Ugh. If you're watching and you would like an apology for that, so would I. I've been waiting for an apology from me for years. Things I put me through. Silver. Not that gold and lead aren't helpful, but where I find it, I'm just like, oh, well, wish for something better. Then one day I'll need the gold, and I'll need that lead, and I won't have it. Silver, it'll just be one big frickin' silver mill. Ooh, that's a thing. Seagull. You just gotta... There. Found more silver for some more wreckage. Super sorry if I found... Wasting time. I'm wasting my time again. Moving on. Give me that silver. Whoa! Ah! Unloaded textures. Sorry. Panic. So mostly a lot of your beginning of the game is just going to be kind of scoping things out. Trying to get your bearings of where you are in relation to everything else. You can use the ship pretty much as your main key guide to just sort of find your way around. And, you just gotta be a little brave and kind of explore some holes. If you're gonna play hardcore mode, you need to be brave, but not stupid. Pretty sure. Far. Alright. Pop up, it's... Okay, good. That's still quite a distance away. Game's really good about messing with scale. Really do... Like, you run into the monstrosities I was mentioning, and you feel small. Oh boy, do you. Blood kill. Be some good chip bit blood kill. Things to you a lot of the time you want to perk up your ears and just make sure you're listening. It's hard to do right now because I have the game volume turned down. I don't have headphones rigged. I can't quite hear the game.
Passing 100 meters.
Above the 100 meters.
Efficiency decreased.
Start drowning faster. As was my modus operandi when I was practicing. I did my little practice run last. Totally drowned like 3 times before I actually paid attention and remembered the controls. Although in retrospect, I really didn't have to play hardcore mode for the practice run. I remember this. Those are pretty much doom arrows. These crags in the red blood zone, they point out into where one of the biggins, one of the big bad sharp teeth motherfuckers.
Local scans show a nearby cave entrance, depth 90 meters, leading to an unknown environmental biome.
Yeah. Fucking not loaded texture. Or was that a floating rock? Unloaded object? Okay. Oh, and there's a bunch of ship that wasn't loaded in a second ago. When I have the ability to make a beacon, this is usually where I place one. I usually build a base over top of this. This is an important section of the game. Stop loading things in so weird. I thought one of the updates meant I couldn't overrun the gameplay. Apparently, that's not the case. Which, I don't need it. If I ditch it, I mean, I don't want it to hold up my end. I'm not gonna. I remember I might need it. When I go raid the main ship. By raid, I mean survive. I just kind of go there and just look at all the things and go, oh, that's pretty. And leave. Sure, I scan a bunch of stuff. Not die. Don't see any brain coral here. Don't see any of the bits that you either. Now I can go inside. I really wish I had the sea moth first. Could risk it, but if I get lost in this thing, I'm gonna frickin' drown. And that'll be a horrible way to end a 1-hour stream. 1 hour and 7 minute stream. Been doing this for 1 hour and 7 minutes? God, I love the sound of my own voice. Salt. Other reasons. Salt. That should be the last laser cut.
New blueprint acquired.
Just want to keep listening for the aggression sound. Like if you hear that big, oop, yeah, you don't hear those little guys chomping on it. You hear that really big, boomy kind of sound? Actually, the friendliest guy here, that guy, who looks like one of the Covenant Capital or Covenant Phantoms in Halo. He is Sweetest boy you'll find in the ocean. He doesn't even run from you. Mostly because I'm sure he could, you know, made up of like 500 of you, mass-wise. Let's see if we can find that. A puncture in the hull of the ship. This is where flares just become your best friend, because you don't necessarily have light inside scraps of the ship, but thanks to the game's not really being, you know, built with like light blockage, the flare light actually goes through a lot of the wall textures. Like it's not even being stopped. Lightning out of that box. There's Zappy over there. Grab this PDA.
Integrating new PDA
Grab
data.
that public display of affection. Scan all the fragments of bits and pieces and thingamabobs. Boy. Yeah, this is where we start getting the orienteering of the game starts fumbling around and you start getting lost. I want to leave at 40 seconds. Sure, I don't have enough to get out of the ship, get all the way to the surface, get air. Back. Out. Okay. Well, that was a lot faster than I thought. You can sit here and try to time it out yourself. You can play it a little less safe. I mean, I usually end up doing so, and that's how I end up dying most of the time. Up here. Here. It's all up in this biz. Biz X. I am not going down that. That is asking to get lost. And not find a way out. Oh, the mobile vehicle bay. If I can find one more piece of that.
Warning. Local radiation readings suggest the Aurora's drive core has reached critical state. Quantum detonation will occur within 2 hours.
Yes! All right. With that, I just need to find the components to build me a sea moth. Sea moth. I can become king of this. But not God. I need another thing. That's coming. Oop. Leaving some titanium behind here. Inventory's full. I think I've got all the bits out of here that I can. Pretty sure. Go down. Yeah, you head up that way and then you can't find your way back, and then you head down that way and hit the dead end and you just keep missing your way back out. I see your level design. I'll come back one more time. I'll check it. I'll check it out. I'll be brave. Big brave boy. But I'm not going to do it without a full complement of air. You unlock the other tools and get them built. Goes a long way to helping you stay alive. When you go into these things, some of these doors you can like cut with a special tool. Up through, down. Player reloaded. Oh, there we go. Okay. I don't know why I'm good at orienteering. Yeah, you can head out this way, and you can't get out. Then back this way. And there's like 2 ways to go that you didn't come through. This is where the game really makes you, like, you get lost and you start panicking, and you're like, I can't find my way out. Back into the flare. Ooh. Shit. Well, I gotta be quick. Prawn suit. Oh, if I could get the prawn suit right off the bat, that would be awesome. Mod station. Ooh, there's a lot of good stuff down here. water. Water's awesome. Data terminal. I don't think I found this in the...
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen
Shit.
efficiency decreased.
Okay, I gotta go. Like I said, this is where you start to panic. Yeah, it's probably how I die. Okay, good. Glad I threw that flare, see? Find the flare. Find your way back out. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Adrenaline's really killing me right now. Through that door there. Oh, my God. It's so many turns and flips around. And that's why you set your timer for a lot more time, because you keep that timer. Oh, jeez. I may actually... I wish I had the beacons already. Could totally try to mark this with a flare. I can like see it on my way by. Good stuff in here. But I don't have the oxygen and I don't have the equipment to like keep digging deeper. I need that rebreather for sure, but mostly I need the sea moth. Because you don't spend oxygen in the sea moth. It stores your oxygen to be in there. And I have the mobile vehicle thingy, and I have the sea moth fragments all scanned. All I gotta do is not run into a big angry Canuck on my way back, and all will be well. Swimming along, minding my business. I guess if I'm just gonna keep streaming till I die, I could just... I don't like that watercolor.
Calorie intake recommended.
Ugh. Screw off, music. I'm gonna eat one of my Calorie Mate bars. Chug some of this here water.
Vital signs.
Let's be healthy. Gonna need a new battery for my thingy here. Right. See what we can build. Oh, you know what? I never fixed my little radio, have I?
This is a runner. Distress signal received. Rescue operation will be dispatched to your location in 9 hours. Continue to monitor for emergency transmissions from other life pods.
We'll come pick you up in... Never. 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 Because, spoiler alert, they ain't coming. Don't know if I need that wire. No, I need a lube and a power cell. I already have lube. So I think I just need to go get some mushrooms for the battery. Got my lube out of here. And then I forget what bits I need on the sea moth itself. Having the sea moth is the game changer. It turns this from a game of just not dying to a game of actually being able to survive. So worth it. I'll probably be taking an intermission here shortly, just to kind of grab myself some kind of snackage, some kind of lunch, some kind of something. Keep saying some kind of until somebody doesn't, tells me to stop. Most people don't watch my streams. You know why? Because I don't have a camera. Do I think that's a problem? Not really. Always make sure to pop out the old batteries to your tools so that you're sacrificing the least charged batteries in your system. Never, ever sacrifice your 100% batteries until you're in a position until you're in a position to really burn through them. Oh. Rubber! Blubber! Blub nugget. I don't know what I'm saying. Just rambling words. Just a word salad. Mobile vehicle bay. Ba-dum, ba-bum, bum, bum. So this allows me to build vehicles now. Sports fans. I'm not a sport. I'll use that. Mobile vehicle bay will allow me to print the Seamoth, which means I'll have all the air necessary to get back into that ship that I marked, I hope. Maybe, I don't know. And get the who's a what's it I need. So I need one more power cell. Of course I do. 2 more glass, which I already have. Titanium, which is everywhere. And I already have the lead in my possession. So I'm going to have the Seamoth in like a couple of minutes. And then I think I'm going to hit an intermission and take a little break. I don't know how long that break will be. I'm not a scheduled radio presenter, and I'm not practiced at this kind of thing. So it's just going to be how long it ends up. I believe I still have the mic wired up, though. Probably still be able to hear me. I'll still putz around in the chat. I don't really care. Battery. I still need silicon rubber. Need to drop down to the depth and grab those couple of titanium blocks I can make. Regular ass titanium. There's my power cell. I also have one more lubricant in here, just like I made before and said I was gonna need. Because I'm a champion. Champion Subnautica player. Yeah, there. Scrap! Ports one. Ah. Yep, well I have them. There'll be more than enough titanium. I always push these rocks out when I see them. Last thing I need is to be cornered by, oops, there's a rock in the way. Because I took a different turn than I took the last time and died. Oh, that just keeps going down. That's probably it. I didn't realize it's right next. Good to know. Back out into the safety of the flare. Pop that last limestone. We'll just keep going back out the way we came. Probably isn't the way I came. Got the oxygen now. Not like the beginning of the game. Nearly died immediately. Titanium. Titanium ingot. I think I just need the glass. Always check your handy dandy guide. Yeah, it's a glass. Done and done. Ladies and gentlemen, I already have a Seamoth. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be amazing. Be able to explore like all of the things. Don't lag up, just build it.
The Seamoth is a fast, safe mode of transport, but remember that swimming
What I get for
is
playing it
good
on
for your
Xbox, I
and
guess.
endorphin levels.
Oh, I was gonna look at the prawn suit, and I'm like, no, wait, I don't have all the bits for the prawn suit. Look at you, my little sea cuddles. Oh, it's so cute. So cute and so fragile. This thing dies if I sneeze hard enough. one thing I'm gonna do. I've got my sea moth. Check my storage container here. I'll pop off whatever I don't need, like the lead. I'm gonna hang on. Oh, wait, I need the lead. I need 4 leads. If I get the opportunity to build a base, I'm gonna drop off this silver, this gold. That's all I'm gonna drop for now. Always have a bottle of water. Always carry one of those calorie mates if you can help it. I'm gonna take that extra flare just in case I want to light it up. I'll hop in my sea moth. And it's at this time, live streamers, baby dreamers, I'm gonna pop on my OBS control, swap over to my intermission phase. I will also be muting the microphone for a little bit while I kind of fumble around and make myself a sandwich or something. I'm hungry. I don't want to sit on the stream, but I don't want to shut the stream off and then have to kick it back on. Better if it's all just one big record. Even if I have to break it up in editor for my YouTube archive. Well, I'll be back. Feel free to comment while I'm gone. I'm still going to be monitoring chat. It's just sitting on my phone. Be putzing around, maybe text the wife. Tell her how pretty she looks. But alright, and let the intermission begin. And we're back. Did you miss me? Oh, one viewer I had since all day. Ugh. Excuse me. Little belchy from drinking a soda a little. But if you're just joining me, I needed to let the dogs out. I needed to just, you know, use the bathroom and grab some food, which is as much as people really love reality TV, I'm not a reality streamer, and we're not streaming reality here. We're streaming video games, damn it. Back to the game. Weird. So, my little intermission, I got the sea moth. And the sea moth, as I've mentioned before, takes this game in a whole new direction as you change from guy barely scraping to eat to guy who can actually, like, accomplish maybe one thing in a day. And that's, like, bounds and leaps of progress. For those of you who are interested, I have a soybean soup with rice, just kind of awkwardly smashed into it. It's just some leftover Chinese food I didn't finish the other day. Gotta eat it. I don't like throwing stuff away. Okay, so the game's not loading in the props all that quickly. That's better than its old problem, which is... which was bad. Because here's those crags. At least I think these are the same crags that I said point to death. Certain and utter death. Somewhere over here, pretty sure, was that piece of ship I was exploring. Not quite. Because that isn't the right kind of... That's not the right angle I had on these coordinates. It wasn't too deep, though. Gotta be like the next blood kelp zone over. Kinda gotta traverse the biomes and see what you find. Oh, yeah, that doesn't... It's the drop. I don't know what the game calls everything. Oop, nope, that's the mushroom forest. The game has its own names for things. I have my own then names for everything again.
Emergency. A quantum detonation has occurred.
Okay, so now we're gonna get a big boom.
The reactor will reach
And
a
get splody.
supercritical state
I don't like splody.
10,
Not a good
9,
thing.
8, 7, 6,
I'm assuming you guys want to watch it.
4, 3, 2.
Just like that, the sea life here is fucked. Kinda here for it, though. You know, because I crash landed and I'm gonna die here alone. Good times.
For your convenience, the radiation suit has been added to your blueprint database.
Don't want to draw any attention of screamy, monstery, face chompy monsters, which are totally out there. But I'm pretty sure this is the angle I had on the Aurora when I found that place. Is that place just big now? Because it's not down in there. Down in there is death. I think. I could be wrong. Might be a wonderful place. I don't know. Birthdays for everybody. Cake galore. And Budgie the Whale may even be down there. Oh, good. Now it loaded. Yeah, at least on consoles, this game is rife with loading issues. It even got so bad at one point that your prawn suit, the big mech you can build, would just kind of fall through the ground and never be seen again. To be swallowed up by the game. It's why I never really gave hardcore an actual chance. Back down in here. Oh, I looped around. Okay, I'm gonna refuel and go back in. I'm gonna refuel and go back in. Here we go. Got that whole 135 air. Could also try to like squeeze the sea moth indie. That's nice. Popping out. Let's do it. In we go. In we go. No problem. Up, down, under the stairs. Was it under the stairs? No, it was behind the stairs. Yeah, it was over here. So in here. Yeah, see how this works? Now I've got like tons of time and my flares are still there, so hopefully I can reorient my way back up. Please be my last prawn suit fragment. I would love to have to raid the Aurora in the prawn suit. Oh god, why is that a scan progress at 20? Ugh. Ugh. Ew. Gross. Yeah, if you actually get onto the ship, it's a little easier because, well, there are actual like full-size, mostly intact prawn suits that just aren't functioning because they were in the crash. And the scanning of those gets you an ass ton more help. So we're approaching that 100 meters. Gotta wait for my 45 seconds, though. Gotta be watching for my 45. Can't just be down here. Can't just be dying. Ooh, one more of those and I got a mod station. Access to the mod station. Only get the mod station after I build the first. Nothing in there, huh? Oh, alright, time to go, time to go. Up the door. Out the hole. Head for the sea moth. 45 seconds is here. Oh god, I'm gonna throw up. Oh god. Stop flipping. Okay, now we know which way's up again. Woo! Alright. That was fun. Smash some rice in my face. Didn't heat myself some soup to stare at it. We're going to explore that one more time. We're going to do it one more time. Oh, the door. Around. Behind the stairs. Down in here. Okay, good. And to the right. Up, whatever. Down. Okay. Just going to take one last look at what kind of fragments might still be sitting here. Downloaded that data already. Those are mobile vehicle bay fragments. Gonna drop below that 100 meters depth. Still want to watch for my 45 seconds though. Oh god, I can't see. Still want to watch for my 45 though. I don't see anything of use down here. Except a poster. I'm not staying. Gone, gone, I'm gone. Back up and out, back up and out. Oh god. If I had the rebreather, it wouldn't be a problem. I wouldn't lose more air when I drop under 100 meters. But even with a good computer, like all these flares and stuff would be lagging this thing all to hell. Oh, well, thank you for chatting, follow bots from bigfollows.com. I don't know if you have a subscriber base or anything, but I didn't sign up for it. Please go away. It's not that I don't appreciate the kind of services you're willing to provide for people who just want to desperately be liked and loved, but I do this for fun, and if people like me, they like me. And if they don't, oh well. So if you're just here looking for a cheap paycheck, I ain't it.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Gotta try to scan something. They wouldn't make this big, dangerous frickin' room for nothing. Not for a chair, not for a battery thing, not for a desk, not for the propulsion cannon, which I already have. I guess I'll take the poster because I'm here. Oh, maybe I won't. Because it's not going to let me. Alright, we gotta get out. We gotta get out. I'm not dying down here. Not like this. Not like this. Not like this. Out we go, out we go, out we go. Oh, my itchy bunghole. Don't want to die now. Out the door. Oh, door's right there. Okay, I think we've searched this for all it's worth. Kind of thought they commented one more time. Yeah, we have big follows, people. Looking to really support the channel. Provided I pay them a lot of money. Even if it's a little money. Not interested. Nope, I'm a streamer because I love gaming. I love the way sharing gaming with other people has kind of affected me. I found a lot of there was a lot of, I wouldn't say comfort necessarily, but there was a lot of very peaceful. Gaming is just not charged with so much bullshit as other things. Which is funny because I'm actually planning on starting a little chat channel kind of thing where I'm basically going to just vlog with my brother about various topics that are more toxic. But this is my wind down, goof around, just be me, do the thing. Push the button, make the be-boop happen, and yeah. My next target for moving forward, I'm going to generate me the scanner room. That's about as much as I remember for the opening. Scanner room gets you diamond. Diamond gets you some of the better equipment, the prawn suit, for example. I think I need 2 diamonds just to make the cutter tool to get me through the ship. Yeah, the laser cutter needs 2 diamonds. So, my next search as I'm heading out here, suck down a little bit of water, because I get some. I'm just going to eat that other calorie, mate. I shouldn't do that. No, I can't be stupid. Let's go fish. There are literally infinite fish. The video game. What are you worried about? You gonna whale out the population, Joe? Come on. Real name's Joe, by the way. I don't really care if you know it. I use Leon as just an online handle because it's what you physically see when you watch me sign in or anything else.
This is Ozzy from the cafeteria. What the hell, guys? They didn't warn us this might happen. Our pod was almost crushed by the Seamoth Bay on the way down. Now we're hanging on the edge of a cave system, and this grim-looking snake thing's trying to eat through the hull. Come get us already.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Sorry, buddy. Wish I could save you. But as the computer said in the beginning, no signs of life detected. Who knows how long we were unconscious in the only functional life pod. But it must have been a while. Because by the time the computer tells us anything, we're all gone. Very grim reality for this. There we go, we're all fooded up. I guess I could heal because I'm not paying attention to my health bar. And now to go find... Oh, wait. I have the ability to build beacons. Personal equipment. Are they deployables? I think they're deployables. I have them. Okay, so first things first, beacons, because I'm really going to start losing track of where I went and how to get back there. We're just going to kind of... Where's the Aurora? No, the closer to the Aurora you get, staying in the biomes is the best way. To find, like, bits of the ship. I was really lucky finding that big one in that blood kelp zone. That's a really lucky find. I'll never memorize this map. Like, I was pretty sure... Wasn't just green kelp up here? I know the Aurora's sort of north. It's kind of the edge of the map. And now we can kind of look at the more... Oh, radiation. Radiation! No, 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 no. Oh, God, I don't want to die to radiation. Why did that give me a shiver? This is the thought of dying underwater. Ugh, it just gives me the willies. And you know what? Up until I was this old and discovered this particular fear, I didn't have any, okay? I really didn't. I wasn't afraid of nothing. You could spook me, you could, like, boo, and I'd jump, because, you know, I'd naturally respond to not wanting to die today. But, like, I didn't have anything that, like, you know, you couldn't just show me clowns and I'd be like, my body's gonna poop. You know, it just didn't happen. Then I played this game and ran into one of the giant, deadly sea serpent monsters. And suddenly, everything shut down. I just stared it in the eyes and waited to die because I didn't know what else to do with myself. And like that, I understood I just actually have a natural thing with deep water. Which is weird, because I think Jaws is a stupid movie. I'm with Hitchcock, the Big Fish movie, come on. Like, it's classic and iconic, and I love what it did. And I love, like... I love it for itself. But ultimately it became like... I don't know. Like, if you were to ask me if I had to erase one franchise from existence, it would be Jaws. And not because it's what I'm actually afraid of, because that movie doesn't scare me at all. Like, at all. It never did. I'd delete it because you'd stop hearing about how, oh, well, this'll do for Jaws, what... Or this'll do for showers what Jaws did for going to the beach. And it's just like, okay, those are not the same. This'll do what for toilets what Spielberg did for Jaws. Like, every movie just tries to eat that nostalgia, I guess. And it really just feels like they want to, like, beat it to death rather than actually homage it in any way. It's kind of embarrassing. How little originality you can actually find in film. I don't want to ramble too much, because Lily will punch me.
New acquired.
Huh. I should probably pause the game if I'm not paying. Oh, see, I got my poster anyway. Awesome. Yeah, I find myself just not appreciating unoriginality. I can't do it. I can't find myself really caring. And Jaws just set so many people just out into the wilderness of unoriginality for fuck, practically like forever, as everyone tries to recapture the way horror was redefined. Nobody was scared of going to the beach till Jaws popped up. I mean, maybe one or two guys, but they were considered weird. And now it's just a normal, everyday phobia that people who've never even been to the beach have. Wait, there's a life pod. I mean, there's also a death thing that'll eat me for touching the life pod.
Passing 100 meters.
Yeah, I know.
Efficiency
It's okay.
increased.
We're not going to be here long. Grab their PDA. They managed to mine a lead,
Data.
and they left me... Ooh, flares! My best friends. My favoriteest of them all. I'm not putting the poster. Nothing to scan. But there is... Ultra Glide Fin Data Box.
New blueprint
Some
acquired.
bits. Collected. Big salt. What's out there? Like just a big... That must be heading to like the depths, the really deep part of the game where...
Welcome aboard, Captain.
There's like a deep, dark place in this game. There is a less dark depth of the game. What was I calling it the last time? I think I called it the open. There's a big open ocean, if you will, portion. May Finding Dory fans squee as they hear me say that. Goddamn radiation. Oh my god, can I get a forklift? Dude! No! Radiation! Let me have the forklift! Ugh. But anyway, there's like a big open space where you can find big chunks of the missing ship. It's just... There really isn't a whole lot to find you out there. I know there's probably at least a couple Leviathans that I just didn't encounter when I played through the first time. Looks like a bio or thermal reactor. I think I already have all the bioreactor I can handle. But I'm out here for scanner room and whatever's in need. Silver will never not be useful. Oh, nuclear trash can. Oh, I already scanned that at some point, didn't I? I've already been here, haven't I? I've already been here. I'll go walk into traffic now. What I really need, weird, hey, watch our stream speech, or, I don't know. Sorry, I'm rambling. What I really need, bigfollows.com, if that is your real name. What I really need is, like, an editor. Because with my day job, I don't have time to sit here and go through all this and make it into watchable YouTube highlights. I don't know. Mostly the YouTube's just used for an archive at the moment, and I don't really like that either. I would really appreciate it being something a little more form fit and really built nice. I gotta stop saying But there's a lot of me that just, like, I put a lot of time into really trying to make this something cool, like my intro and outro cards for the live streams. I'm working on music to play while that happens, so that it's not just some blank screen flickering at you. It's gonna play like an old-timey radio-y sound. Songs of sorts. And I'm trying to make them up by scratch. Can't imagine I'm gonna do a great job, but I'm gonna keep working at it till it is a great job. You're gonna get whatever I give you, though. But I'm not that good at editing. I'm just not very fast at it. It takes me so long. For those of you who are fans of my YouTube who watch this episode, there is definitely a moment where...
Integrating new PDA data.
Excuse me. There was a moment when we were playing Dead Space. Yeah, we didn't stop playing Dead Space. There's just all edited videos, and I didn't want to start doing live streams of what were edited videos. And I just have not come back to it. I figured Halloween's got a lot of streaming going on, so I could hold off and just hit something that loaded in after the fact. Thanks, game. Love watching 40 points of my damage just boop right out of existence. I'm ultimately a gamer. I love being a content creator. Very freeing to just kind of goof around with something that you really love. I don't have to perform. I don't have to be anything I'm not. Kinda don't do that anyway, which is very difficult to live actually within society among all the other regular Joes and be yourself. It's just not a thing they let you do. Not that I'm going to sit here and turn this into my personal therapy sessions, but, you know. Just love my games. I love my games. I love sharing video games with other people, and I'm happy to any and all you subscribers and constant watchers out there.
This is Officer Keene in Lightpod 19. The captain is gone. I have assumed command.
Officer Keene.
Like
Like Keene Dreams, Officer Keene? Because this is a weird way for you to die in the grand scheme of things.
Message will now repeat.
Rendezvous coordinates corrupted. Transmission origin coordinates.
Or is this how he
downloaded.
became Commander Keene?
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Pretty sure Keene's life pod is the deepest one we find. Or did she just say where it was? And I'm just... Yeah. 1,300... 300 meter depth. That's not that far. I know there's probably a worse one. You know what? I'm not even thinking. I have access to the radiation suit. Ugh, I've just been putzing around. And my inventory's full. I am an idiot. Y'all want to vote for me today? You can go ahead, write me in. You can write in Leon Redgrim. No, it's not a legal name that I have, and no, they won't validate that vote because of that reason, but hey, you could do it. It's your right. Vote for whoever you want. I don't judge anybody for who they vote for. The only time I judge anybody is when they don't have a good reason to vote for that person. I know a lot of people who are voting because so-and-so's gonna fix all the problems. No, they're not. What have they done? I know a lot of people who want to vote for Trump because they saw their stocks rise during his presidency, and they don't know if that's correlated, but they also don't want to risk that being the factor, and that is a perfectly valid reason to vote for Trump. It's egotism, but egotism's a good thing. You're not an egotist in any way. You wind up a sad sack who does everything for everyone else, and you don't know how to fix yourself. And you can't do that to you. It may seem a little harsh, but you need to think about every other motherfucker on this earth as an NPC in your game. Spend all your time doing side quests, you're never going to accomplish your dreams. That kind of thing. Me, I've already kind of traveled the world. I've competed at things and have medals and stuff like that. I've got accomplishments, and I've got more that I've got planned. I'm not giving up until I've got them. I know a lot of people out there who just aren't bothering because they've got people to take care of. Now, granted, you got mouths to feed. That is an accomplishment. You need to start weighing that as an accomplishment. If you're not seeing like the good in some of the things you do, you need to, take a step back and maybe have somebody else tell you how you're doing. Take these records, for example. I think my voice is terrifyingly annoying. I hate the sound of my own voice. But I have been told since I was like 14, I have a perfect voice for radio. I should get into radio. Do radio. You do great. It sounds awesome. I don't know what they're talking about. But I take it on faith that anybody but me, anyone on the outside, has a better view of me than I ever will. And it's kind of true. Now you don't want to listen to everything anyone tells you ever. That's how you wind up in a cult. But, you want to take care of you, and that's where egotism is a good thing. Narcissism, not so much. There is a major difference between being self-centered and self-absorbed. Self-centered means you focus inward. Like, you center around yourself. That doesn't mean there isn't things outside of yourself and that you don't take care of those things. But you're not absorbed by yourself. That's where you gotta walk that fine line sometime. And yeah, you can take time out of what I'm saying and take care of other people and do what you're gonna do, but and you can forgo the self for a little while. But you can't forgo it forever. You gotta balance all this. And you're not gonna do it perfectly. Practically ever. I know I certainly don't. But here I am, spouting my annoying voice for the universe. And you need to do that too.
Receiving pre-recorded distress call laying back.
This is LifePod 3, uploading our coordinates. We're plugging some holes in our emergency sea glide.
There's nothing wrong with making altruism a selfish pursuit
also,
either.
Don't go home without us. Seriously.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
3 out. Signal
Let's go
location
check out
confirmed.
Let's go check out Life Pod 3. And my little cuddlefish. Snugglefish. The sea moth. I love how they try to make it sound epic and cool. Which it is kind of cool. It's really cool technology, but then when you look at how it helps you fare in this game, and you go, oh, well, at least you tried. 4th place isn't bad. Behind my, you know, Sea Glide and Prawn Suit, and
UPDA data.
later the Cyclops.
New blueprint acquired.
If I could take a step back to what I was saying. I just want to apologize for going on this weird ramble out of nowhere. Sometimes I feel people don't value themselves as much as they should. I hope you out there who listen to this find the time to do that. Another fun reason to do a stream like this one, in a big lonely game with a lot of grinding. There's enough to say. It doesn't need to be about the video game all the time, does it? Am I ignoring my own advice about listening for sounds? Launch myself back into the shallows here. Slowly regroup out into this green zone. Life Pod 19. All the life pods in this game are doomed. But I think if I follow it, either it led me to a Reaper, which no, please don't, or it leads me to what I call the drop, which for me is one of the single most important orienteering spaces in the game, where there's just these big bioluminescent orbs. Okay, so this is where they call this the purple depth, because everything's all lit up violet down in there. But it's too deep for what I can do right now. And I could drop my... I don't have a beacon, but when I have a beacon, I could drop it here and know where I'm going. Right now I'm still looking for bits to build a scanner room, so that I can use the scanner room to detect diamond, so that I can make the laser cutter, so I can go on the ship, fix the thing, and stop all the nuclear holocaust radiation from pouring out and murdering all the fish. Whoop. Zoning out, I was about to smash sea moth first into the ground. This goes back to the shallows. Oh, nope, green zone. Okay. This either drops off into the mushroom forest. Okay, so I need to go further that-ish way. Maybe it is where that life pod is. Where am I? Yeah, be prepared to fight tooth and nail just to orient to this game. Just finding your way around is one of the most frustrating experiences. And with LifePod 19 at a 300 meter depth, It's gotta be somewhere I really don't want to be. That's swimming up into a dead zone. I don't believe that's shallows. I think it's where one of the big bad chompy faces is. And I get that you can't hear it because of my noise suppression, noise gate. But my AC, or my heater, is kicked on. And I cannot hear the TV at all. I really need to find a nice pair of headphones to play this with. Then I can listen to the sound of my own annoying voice. Already complaining I don't want to hear. Amazing that I don't know what it is, like 13 total, or 30 total followers, subscribers, and unique viewers I have actually care to listen to me. I hate my voice. But if you disagree, feel free to leave a comment, you know. Feel free to join the wave of people who tell me how dumb I am about my own voice. I actually do appreciate it because, you know, like I said, you can't be the lens. You are the lens through which you experience the world, but you are never going to be the lens that experiences yourself. There we go. This is the drop. There's just where it just goes from like not even 100 depth to like 500 depth in one big just plummet. Got sharks nomming on my ship. And then this is the blood kelp zone I thought I was in a minute ago. Which is fine, because it's the blood kelp zone that points into the... It's just fine. Everything's just fine. Great. It's grand even. The sound just cut out of whatever monster that was. Probably a rock shark or bone shark, whatever they're called. I do think I still have my repair tool on.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Yeah, good. I did. I don't want my sea moth having all the ding-dangs where I don't need them. We can drop to 200 meters, which is just enough to see another piece of wreckage. Because this is where I always go in a playthrough. I always find my way here first, because there's just a lot of good stuff. There's a prawn drill arm in this mess. There's, I want to say scanning room fragments, but I honestly can't be sure. The only thing to watch out for is bone sharks, which are not the big bad evil wreck your face up kind of creatures, but they're not. But they're not going to be fans of you. The other thing I did not consider is I don't have any food, and I really should have built the rebreather. Calorie mate to the rescue! Oh no. I know that warpy sound. Squiddly bastards. Okay. Sorry.
Warning.
No, you cannot go under depth. Unlike me, who can just refuel their death. You. That is an absolute bastard. That squid-faced mother... bragging other words I'm my mom told me not to use, but I'm an adult and I can use them anyway and call him a fucker. That is a murder machine with telekinetic powers. It can actually, like, teleport you out of your thing and insta-murder you. Actually pretty horrifying. And pretty cool as far as a horror game goes. But I'm not a fan. We're not on good terms. We're not friendly. He's a jerk. Okay? He probably hits his kids. Can't do that. Can't be friends with the people beating their kids. I really just need to find one more scanning room fragment, one more, one more beacon fragment, which I don't think I'll find down here. The crushing depth is really eating my oxygen reserve. Like at triple the pace. Oop, that's a moon pool fragment. That's gonna be handy. You're gonna be able to build me the moon pool and build me the big ships. Someone the moon pool. Okay, I gotta get back to the sea moth. 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 Can't drown. Can't drown. Can't drown. Can't drown. I think is the words I was trying to get out of my face there. Oh, I'm so close to one of those teleporty fucks.
Maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
Okay, so he keeps kind of like leaving and coming back. I know that if he gets a hold of me once, it's pretty much over. I may be able to escape him, but at this depth, without the rebreather, he just needs to keep teleporting me back into his zone. And I'll just die. That'll be it. I won't be able to really escape him, I don't think. But I'm willing to risk it, because this stream has been very boring and very grindy. And if he does do that teleport thing, you may get to hear me scream like a girl, but you all gotta promise not to tell Lily about it. Only thing I can ask. Just keep her out of it. Alarm fragment. Thing. Use. Thermal stuff. Scanning room, scanning room, scanning room. Please be the third one. Please be the only one I need. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not going back for the ruby. I'm not going back for the ruby because I'm running out of air. I'm gonna die. I'm not out of the 200 meter depth. I'm gonna die. Oh god! I'm not gonna die. But I got what I came for. And I know how to find this again. Now that I know the orientation of this location relative to my pod. Which is to say, parallel to the Aurora, straight down the engines. East. Oop.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Get my fluids. Okay. We did good. I'm gonna see if I can get the scanner room built before I go here. But that'll be a great way to top off this stream, top off my 2 videos on Subnautica Hardcore. And if I continue to survive, this'll just be my lonely stream until it kills me. I don't see why not. Love Subnautica. I'd play it forever. This is a game that can just be replayed because it's just so fun and creepy and bleh. That last one may have been a cold chill. It may be a little chilly in my house. Lily, if you watch these back, I just want to report that the dogs behaved themselves when the mailman dropped off the mail today. Not one bork. I'm gonna make sure they're not dead now. Yeah, they're not dead. They just looked at me like, did we do good? I'd love to give them something for it, but they wouldn't understand why they're being rewarded. I don't think. I don't know, I'm not perfect with dogs. I know a lot. I've trained a few. I've helped my dad train a couple, and he taught me how to train one. Because he was a canine officer in his time, and so I feel like I know enough. But that doesn't, Literally just got done praising him, and he starts to just kind of woof quietly to himself. Like he's about to just go nuts. Now I got the compass! Comp-ass! Now I can, like, tell you what direction that was. That was actually south. Oh, I'm coughing to death. Yeah, okay. So that was actually south. I just realized Subnautica doesn't really have a visual sun, does it? Visible sun. Visual. That's right here. Straight southwest, and I'll reach that blood kelp zone. I just need to make sure I have all the pieces necessary.
Trading ship Sunbeam. Aurora, do you read? Over? Nothing but vacuum. These Altera ships. They run low on engine grease, send an SOS, you offer to help, they don't pick up. Aurora, I'm out on the far side of the system. It's gonna take more than a week to reach your position. Do you still need our assistance? Over. I'll try them again tomorrow.
I'm super curious if the timetables are accurate in this game. It told me it was going to be 2 hours till the Aurora explodes. And now he's telling me it's going to be a week. Is that all like actual straight up in-game time framing? Like, I wouldn't imagine it's super meticulous, but even just to math it out basically would be really impressive, just to make the game more believable. Good boys. Okay, so I need fiber mesh. I want the radiation suit. I don't remember if it's actually good for my... like if it improves my health quality or not. But I'm going to try it. And then I'm going to go build my... I'm probably just going to build a scanner room right here. Get it powered, and... Oh... Tartar sauce. I just realized I never built the habitat builder. Do I even have the bits for that? Ah, what is with me? I need a computer chip, wiring kit, battery. I've got enough for a computer chip, and the wiring kit's the battery's easy. But I need table coral, copper wire. Okay, yeah, I can do this. I can do this. Everybody, hold on to your butts. Just need a table coral sample, which I'll take 2, just safekeeping. I need 2 of these shrooms. Okay, and battery. Battery. And computer chip. Yeah, I gotta get gold out of store. Gold. There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
The builder,
The This Is My Home Now 9000.
capable of withstanding extreme environmental conditions.
Build a scanner. I need another table coral sample. I need to pull some of my copper. Needed to put it all the way underwater, in my opinion. Necessary. That'll do. It'll build up just for placement. I need to go get another one of my gold ore. Swam down here, grab this table coral sample. What else is... Oh, the copper. I believe I left some in here also. I didn't. Damn. Alright. Need to find a little bit of copper. In the meantime, I'm pretty sure I can build some of the other base bit. Power supply, which I also need. Find where it goes on the... Nope. Can't. Okay, let's go find some copper. There we go. That's one. I just need two. I should probably just grab as much as I can find while I'm out. Grocery shopping for your favorite food that they seemingly want to discontinue, and you keep telling yourself, ah, it'll be alright, it'll be there next. No, buy it. Get it while you're there. Don't live your life in shame and regret. Your life in shame with indulgence. Three copper ores, that'll at least build what I need to get this thing running. Ugh. Do it, yeah! Scanner room. Boom. I think I can grab some of the... Do I have some... I do, good. Okay, so I can build the little base. Plate. Support. Oh, that's actually... Foundation, that's the word. Always like building up a little foundation. Like having the base strength to the hull being a very functional thing. Now it just needs power, and then it needs a door, which is going to require a little bit more quartz, and I think a titanium. I also like using, building these because you can, lost my train of thought on myself here, but, it makes it a good place to put gardens and stuff like that when you start getting into that. Oh. Ah. Quartz. I have 2 fiber meshes hidden in there. Probably should have been paying attention. Just like that, we have a habitat. We have a home. We have a place to just be. I personally, scanner HUD chip is one of the things I need because it allows me to see the data I create while I'm in here. And then I usually just go for the range upgrade. The speed, I can wait a little longer to see it further. Plus, the speed upgrade's really cheap. I don't know where I'm going to find magnetite yet. I don't even remember that shit in this game. but I do have the ability to now scan and look for fragments. I also have these little camera drones that I can send into danger instead of me. Once you know you can build that, you start hunting down the stuff it's looking for. What I like to do is establish all of my build here, put everything back in storage, then break down this base and move it where I actually want it to be. I am known to make multiple bases over the course of the game, mark them with beacon fragments, which is what I'm hoping I'll find with the fragment locator. Because now I can just kind of zoom up to it with this camera and then follow this camera until I find the bits I'm looking for. That's a sea glide, and I'm never going to need that again. Was a fragment just right here, wasn't it? Still out ahead of me? No. Far. I could also send this camera into the deep, dark, dangerous depths to record for you guys with a screenshot or two. The scary creatures. Which is a lot of how I like to play this game once I have the scanner room and access to the scanner room. It's just keep building scanner rooms and sending cameras to their death. And then I can figure out the patterns of the creatures and go around them. Oop. Or go right through them. I did not mean to do that. Yes. There we go. That's a beacon. Awesome. Oh, those are all beacons. How didn't I stumble across this at any point? So what I'll do is I'll drop the camera here. Now, as you can see on my hood, I can see the camera position. So I'm going to go into my little system here, and I'm going to label all of my camera position. Well, actually, I'm going to label my life pod. And I'm going to label all these signals red, because they're likely dangerous. In some way, shape, or form. And all of my vehicles will be, I guess, green. That way you can just kind of readily identify what you're looking at. So I'm going to go get that beacon fragment. I'm also going to retrieve my camera, provided I have the space in my inventory, which I do. We're just gonna use this. We're just gonna use the sea glide. There's nothing out there. It won't be dangerous. We used a camera. We scouted it first. This is when. This is just. Like I said, once you get the sea moth, everything just starts going smooth sailing from there. Everything needs to load back in again. There it goes. Bink. Here we are. I did play the demo on PC, and the demo wasn't any better back when it came out, but you know, it's probably better on PC now. There's probably tons of mods that fix a lot of these bugs and issues, but I don't know, there's something about the experience as intended, and I don't mind waiting for a thing to pop in every once in a while. This isn't that desperate of a game. I'm just gonna scan all of these while I'm here, because if I search fragments again and those are still here, it will still tell me they're here, even though I've already got those fragments fulfilled. Remember I told you I'd be back for that sea glide fragment that was sitting in a box? This is when I'm going to end up going back for it. This is also when I get more titanium than I'll ever know what to do with in this game. The last thing I'm going to do is with my actual inventory, I'm just going to pick up the camera and carry it back. It's going to come back with me. I'm going to grab food on my way. You want McDonald's? I'm going to grab us some McDonald's. Drive-through only. By that I mean I'm going to drive through a fish and call it McDonald's. Its name. I'm going to name all these fish McDonald fish. Whatever it takes to eschew my own comfort, right? Or lack thereof. Oop, I need air. Getting a little excited, getting a little careless. So I think I should eat, drink, like just rejuvenate, and I think I should call the stream there. Thanks to anybody who stopped by. Dad Games Badly, great to see you in the chat now that I've actually paused to look at it, because I'm all by myself. Yeah. Been fun. I hope you didn't just get here. I hope I'm not closing down right as you show up. Gotta pay attention. Not paying attention at all. Oh, there they are. Ah, of course. Right in the whale pod monster faces. Poison BS that... oh well. It's all awesome, man. Being a family man's great. So I hear. I don't know. I'll probably never know. Not something I'm running to get to, but... Good to hear the family's doing well, though. But I've been on this stream for, 4 hours. I was about to say something about going to vote, but I realize I don't even know if you're an American. I have no idea if that's even a thing that matters to you right now. If you are, I don't know, go vote. I'm not your dad. You're the dad. You should be telling other people to. Alright, so I'm gonna shut that down. Eat. Well, my character. I'll feed my character. And I'm gonna have to shut down for a bit. Yes, it will definitely be better for my wallet. My thing is I'm pretty glued to Lily, and Lily doesn't want kids. Lily wishes for a future without children, hoping all the future generations after that will thank us. Canadian! Hey. That must be very comforting for you. Knowing, like... I get it, having what we do shoved in the entire world's face every given minute. Probably not fun. Exactly. I don't give away who I voted for, but I always vote for however that's gonna come out. Whoever's supporting choices. Choices in general, even. Okay. Eaten... No, I haven't. I made the food.
Vital signs
Eaten.
stabilizing.
Watered. My guy's healthy. He's not gonna die. I'm gonna just tap that save and quit. Yeah, no, it's I gotta tell you, man, it's been the weirdest time of my life to live in this particular election series. The last election, I was like, well, the candidates can't get any worse, and I shouldn't have said anything. Should have just shut up. For any viewers in my archive who pick this up later, we're talking about the 2020 presidential election in the United States. It's a fun one. You'll read all about it if there are history books by then. Because while you're here, I don't buy into a lot of the hype of like the worst things people believe about the individual candidates. I think they're mostly just the same two-party idiots. Just for some reason, they've created such a fervor out of their like cult of followers that it's just insane. You can't say anything bad about anybody right now and not have to absolutely have it destroyed. Yeah. I mean, I imagine it's a like I'd have to ask my mom, but it was a lot like in like learning about 1920, since it's a lot of the similar turmoil. The only difference being we didn't have polarizing presidential candidates at that time. We just had, yeah, douche or turd sandwich is a very good one. I always came up. I actually recently came up with this analogy that the United States, figuratively, is becoming a toilet that doesn't flush. And on the right, you have a bunch of people who are shouting and whining that well, that's the original toilet, and if it doesn't flush, then it was never meant to flush. So get out of my face. Go somewhere else. Find another toilet. And then on the left, they're like, well, we want to replace the toilet with a machine that turns your poop into tacos and shoots guac at your face. I'm sorry, but we didn't ask for either of you. Can we please just fix the toilet? I've always enjoyed that. I came up with it during the last election. It's just it's so weird. I guess I kind of fall somewhere with like, thank you. I don't do stand up, but I feel like that one would kill, at least at a 2-drink minimum bar. But I don't know. Streams like these, I just like to putz around and play a game I want to play rather than trying to keep up with whatever holiday trend is going on. It's just I'm by myself, wife's out of the house. It's just me and the dogs who are lazy and just like to lay around and, well, lay more around. So I'm gonna have to end it there. Oh, yeah, that's kind of how it's supposed to be here. Only the public actually gets involved into the selection of the candidates, which is the only biggest mess. Yeah, because like we had a shot at having Sanders, and I forget who there was a Republican 4 years ago that I was actually like, okay, that would be awesome, and I can't think of the Republican guy who eventually stepped down because he had a very more progressive mindset. My only real like leftist leaning policy is I believe in universal health care. Other than that, I'm very much like less spending, less government, less burden on my taxes, and nothing that violates anyone's freedom to choose anything. I want loving gay parents to be able to protect their pot farms and children with guns. I don't know. I just do you in life and leave everyone else alone. So I've always lived my life, and I don't understand why that's a really hard line for some people to follow, but like it's not you, so leave it alone. Don't know how you feel about guns. That's probably the only polarizing opinion I have is I'm pro gun because I grew up around them and I've never once thought about hurting anyone else with one. I'm a big guy, a big scary guy who got picked on a lot. Yeah, I agree. I think we're just at a point where there's just such a big population and we've allowed things to become over corporatized. And now I know that's not a word, but deal with it. And basically, like, I'm one of those people who was born with a condition that I have to put up with an insurance company telling me I don't have the right to live because I have a pre-existing condition that they refuse to cover. And I can't find an insurance policy to cover it anymore. I can't even. Yeah, tell me about it. I mean, it's a heart condition, so as long as I like eat right, which I've been doing better and better since the quarantine kicked in, and I exercise probably more than I should for having a heart condition, but it's just weird. It's really weird. I've never understood why everyone's afraid of it. There's this weird. I don't know if you're familiar with McCarthyist stigma. Can't remember his first name, but there was an old politician here in America named McCarthy, and he inspired people through fear to just do things his way. And it basically turned into witch hunts against, like, communists and stuff. And there's just this lingering McCarthyism that just won't go away, that allows politicians to just shout the word socialism, and everybody just gets terrified and does whatever that guy tells them to. Having been to communist countries, I don't notice a difference. The only difference is you go over there and they talk about how capitalism's ruining the world. I don't understand. Like, I don't know. I've spent too much time among the common folk, I guess. I don't have the nobility of being an American politician. It's a very fun world I'm going into tomorrow, no matter who wins. I know that there's a huge support push for the third party candidates, which is honestly kind of nice. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate you for stopping by, Dad. It's great to see you. Great to hear about the family. Say hi to Mom. Says I have 2 viewers, so to the other viewer, appreciate you guys. Love you. Next lonely stream will be whenever I'm alone. So, look forward to that. It'll be on Twitter somewhere. But you guys take care, and just remember, no matter what happens tomorrow, whoever's in charge of the United States of America, they're largely going to do fuck all and play around on Twitter about how awesome. Not going to change a whole lot. So if I can inspire any of the 2 of you not to go rioting about it. Looking at you, Dad. You guys take care. All jokes aside. We'll see you again soon.